Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while. I've been dealing with some health issues in the background. If you haven't seen some of my update videos about my health, I do have stage 1 endometriosis cancer and I'm dealing with all that. So everything's been going good. I've just been, bed rest and dealing with this hot weather as well. I have some flare-ups with my condition, which is not good, so just been trying to deal with that. I do have some videos that are previously recorded that you guys will see after this, so just keep in mind those are previously recorded. And I haven't been here in a while, and this has been sitting here for 2 weeks plus, so we're going to go through this. We're going to switch products out. I'm going to talk about some products that I will be decluttering from this, just from trial and error. And yeah, we're going to be talking about that, so if that's something you guys are interested in, make sure you guys hit the like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into the video. Alright, so I guess we'll start with palettes since we're already here. I have my palettes that I had for this past 3-ish weeks. And I've also been using these products that are in my chopping block for the month of May. The first palette that I want to go ahead and talk about is the BH Weekend Vibes Avocado Toast palette. And I will be honest and say this palette just did not get enough love from me. And I will continue to keep on using it because it's just not something that I reached for. I kind of went more with neutrals. I used the Blooms and the MAC, which I will show you guys, but this is just something that needs to get a little bit more love, and it is newer to my collection, so I will be keeping it and, using it in the future here, but I just didn't get enough time, or didn't even feel like doing a lot of green lips this time around, hence I'm wearing a green shirt today. You guys can probably see me there. So anyways, moving on with that. That was a really good palette. Again, the 2 times that I did use it, but for it being 3-ish weeks, I didn't really use it as much as I thought I did. If you guys are wondering about my nails, I am wearing the Impress Color Kiss Press On nails. These are the ones that I mostly use. And I just figured colorful nails in the spring and summer are my fave. Alright, moving on, the Blooms Alter Ego palette. I love this palette. I did get quite a lot of use of my palette, you can see. I do really like this. I like the quality for it being a dupe palette. It's very affordable. The colors are very pretty. This is my favorite shade so far. Fuchsia as well. It has like a little bit of a shift. They're just really pretty shades, and they're just really unique and really pigmented on the eyes. So really love that palette. I will continue to use this palette in my collection. If you guys hear panting and the fan thing, I'm sorry. It's just really hot up here. We have the AC on, but the heat seems to rise. We're on the second floor, and my dog is here panting. So, alright. MAC Flamboyant palette. This is the MAC Art Library Flamboyant palette. I really enjoyed using this for everyday neutral looks. This is what I reach for the most, honestly, out of all of these palettes that I have, like these 3 palettes. So I reached a lot for these for, neutral looks. I did a very pretty smoky, kind of red eye, kind of very vampy. Really love this palette. I do like MAC formulation. This is the only MAC palette that I have. I did pick up the colorful one when I picked this one up, but I ended up returning that one just because I did like the quality of, the colors of this one more. Obviously neutrals, things like that. So I really like this. We'll continue to use it. Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Sugar Glow Kit. I really like using this shade here in Butterscotch. I use it a lot, especially now that I have a bit more of a tan. I do really enjoy using this. I did mix Marshmallow with Starburst a little bit here. They're a little bit light for me, but they still seem to work. I just kind of mix the two since they are, kind of both a little too light, so I just use those. But I've kind of been leaning more towards powders, which is good now that, summer's around. I have more oily skin right now, so I am reaching a lot for powders, and I will talk about that as well with some of my products for my face. But I really did enjoy using this highlighter palette. However, the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush palette, I only reach for it for the blushes and the highlighter diamond cream base because it is just really, really pretty on the skin. This cream base is just so pretty and natural. I've been really enjoying a dewy, kind of more balmy look on my face, which I kind of know will be determining what products I will be choosing for this rotation. But yeah, these palettes did wonders for me these past 3-ish weeks, and again, I just have to try this one a little bit more, but I do love them and will continue to use these. Moving on, we're going to talk about base products. I guess I'll talk about primers since we're doing that right now. I have 2 primers in my products. I have the Soft Focus Glow from Milani, which I've been using a ton. I really do love this product. I love the glow it gives my skin under a matte-ish base. I'll talk about a couple foundations that I know have more of a matte base, but I really have been enjoying this, especially with my Westman Atelier foundation stick. I have the Westman Atelier foundation stick. I know it's a little bit pricier, but I have been really enjoying this and using it. You guys can tell there's quite a bit of a dent. You don't get a whole lot of product. I'm going to go ahead and slide it all the way up so you guys can see. But I really have been enjoying this. How much you get, that's it. But I really have been enjoying this on my face, just as a really natural makeup look. And I have used it quite a bit, and I do like this. I do really, really enjoy this. And of course, I paid a pretty penny for it, so of course I'm going to be reaching for it. And the Illamasqua Hydra Veil really, really helped me out for those days where my skin has been feeling a little bit dry. I've been dealing with a little bit of texture issues again, which is not my favorite. I think it has to do a lot with me being in the sun as well. But this is the Illamasqua Hydra Veil. It's going actually pretty down there. I have like, I can stick my finger in there without touching it, which is good because I'm getting used to this. This is a product that I use when I really want my skin to get that hydrated base look, and it does give me a little bit of shine as well. But since we are getting to really warm months, it's just something that I'm not really reaching for. I was reaching for the Milani Glow a lot more now. And again, I really do like this product. I've been using quite a lot of it. So really good products. Moving on to the continuing of the face products. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3 more foundations to talk about. This one just kind of lives in here. This is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I have mine in Light 8, and this is just a really good natural everyday color. If I don't want to use like a full-on foundation, I just reach for this. So this will stay in here. The Your Skin But Better CC It Cosmetics Cream. This did get a lot of use. And I will continue to keep this in here along with the Pretty Fresh because this has SPF of 50, and I like to mix it in with foundations just to have that extra added SPF. I do use SPF in my face every day. My 2 favorite SPFs for my face, I have this CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion SPF 30, and of course my Tula Skincare SPF of 30 as well with UVA and UV protection. These are my go-to everyday sunscreens, but I've been really loving that I have an added sunscreen, which also helps, you know. So I've been using this, and then this will also stay in here. The Pretty Fresh Colourpop Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation. This is not a very good friend of mine in the summer. I've come to realize that because I do have combination oily skin. It just kind of does not have as long lasting power on me, and it is a really light color for me right now. This is just too light for me right now, and it's just not working. So I think this is more of my winter shade. I do see myself maybe picking up a shade that's a little bit darker, but with all the other foundations that I have in my collection, I think I'm gonna wait on that for a while and just continue to work with what I have. Like this shade, this is in the shade medium, and it works perfectly fine for me in the summer. So I don't want to buy too many shades of foundation, especially if it's not my foundation that I love. I don't 100% love this. I do like it and I enjoy wearing it in the winter, but for the summertime I know it's just not it for me. So moving on with powders, I had a couple of powders here. The first powder that I had is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Skin Finish Foundation, or Skin Perfecting Powder in One Fair. I did use this a lot. I've been using it a lot under my eyes to set my concealer, which I do love. So this is the one that I had. I've also been loving and using the Urban Decay All Nighter. I do have quite a bit of a dent in it. I don't know if you can tell, but there is quite of a dent in it. I can see this being rolled into my project pan maybe end of summer. But I do really enjoy this for the summertime. This is another product that I probably will keep in the drawer because, again, summertime is where my oily skin comes out. It's been normal, like not super oily, but I do see a difference when I do touch up with this powder, so I will be keeping it in here as well. The Kind is the new Pretty Tarte foundation. This is not a foundation, it's just a powder. Use it all over my face. I really do like this, so I will be keeping this one. The Essence Brighten Up. This is in my project pan. I do have pan in it, but I'm hoping to finish this up this year because it is a product that I want to finish up. It's not expensive. It was $2.99 at the drugstore at Ulta, but I do like this powder to brighten up those specific areas. I've been having a lot of issues now since, like I said, I've been really sick this past weeks, just at certain times. So I just kind of lay around and don't do much of my makeup, but when I do my makeup, I do like to use this to brighten up those dark spots that I've been having on my areas, or under my eye area. So yeah, nice powder. I really like it. It's really affordable. Alright, some brow products that I have in here that I've been using. Let's talk about those. There's a lot of things in here. Okay, can I see any more brow products? I don't think so. I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and of course my Merit Brow Gel, which I have grown to love. This has been one of my favorite brow gels so far. I kind of stopped using the clear brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills for a while, and I started using this one, and I continue to reach for this one. So these are very good products. I would recommend these if you guys have been eyeing these. I mean, they're pretty affordable for what the brand is, so I do like these products. I had, of course, my Tarte Shape Tape wand stays in here. This is just a glowy wand. You can use it under your eyes, you can use it on your face. It just gives a nice glow on your skin, and I really do enjoy that on the high points of my cheeks and things like that, so I will continue to keep that in here as well. Moving on to bronzers, you guys. I have 3 bronzers. One of them is in my project pan, or my unofficial project pan. The first one is the Milani Soft, 09 Dolce Baked Bronzer, and I love this bronzer. This is the one, I will say, there's like quite a bit of a progress in there. This is the one that I've been using the most in my collection of this drawer. No matter what I have in here, this is what I reach for. It's just such a nice kind of glowy bronzer, and it gives my skin such a good finish. My face obviously is lighter than my hands and things like that, so I really do love this bronzer. If you guys have been eyeing a new bronzer, if you guys want to try something new from the drugstore, this isn't new, but I really do love this bronzer, and I really do stand by this bronzer 100% because it's just so good. This actually replaced a lot of my good bronzers, like the Too Faced bronzer in Sweet Tea. It's been replacing that. I'd rather use the Milani than use the Too Faced, to be honest. This is actually in the works of getting removed from my collection, but I had makeup to do this weekend for my niece because she graduated. So I did her makeup and I used a couple of things, but really, really love this bronzer. I recommend this bronzer 100%. Soul Body bronzer from Soul Body. This is the one in the shade Light. This is a cream bronzer. I use it on my face. I really do love this. I love the smell of this bronzer. It's so nice and so buttery on the skin. It just smooths, it blends out really effortlessly, so that's just one that I do love. Another one that I've been reaching for and using a lot, as far as like product for my face goes, this is the only powder blush that I've been reaching for because I had cream products in here. So I've been reaching for this Buxom blush in Seychelles. This is just one of the primer infused blushes. You can just really see I've been really using this one. It's hard to use up a blush. I know, I've realized that over the years. But I do really like this blush. I like the finish. It's just very natural. And it kind of gives a little bit of a glow. So that adds a little bit of extra. And sometimes I don't even need a highlighter for that one. So that's that. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention the Fenty Beauty Bronzer. I really love this bronzer. I do see myself hitting pan here pretty soon. I see it. I see it and I feel it in my bones. So this will stay in here. Of course, it's part of my project pan. It's just going to stay there. The 2 blushes from Nude Sticks in the shade Body Language and Sweet Peach Peony. I really love these. I've been really enjoying this color in Body Language. It's like a berry kind of color. It's something that I don't really tend to reach towards. A little bit more pinky berry, but I do like this. Sweet Peach Peony, of course, I've been loving. You can tell how much I've been, you know, digging at this one. It's just so good and peachy for the summertime. I really do see myself reaching for this one a lot more right now. It has a little bit more of a dewy base compared to the one from the Body Language one, which is more of a matte. But I do like how these are so easily blendable. So that's why I do enjoy them. And I really love these. I really do love these, and I have more of them, so I'm really happy about that. Alright, moving on. I have a bunch of red lipsticks, or red lip liners. I've been using a lot of red lips, especially now that, you know, summer is here. I have my Kathleen Lights Ultra Satin Lip in the shade River. This is really old, you guys. I think this is to the point where I should honestly be getting rid of it. But it still doesn't have an off smell, so I'm still going to keep it around. I'm just going to put it in my lip drawer. What else do I have in here? I have some color sticks. I have the Mint Melt No Budge eyeshadow from e.l.f. and the Colourpop color stick in this shade. I believe this is Coffee Shop. I did just recently acquire this one, but I do really enjoy it. I've been using it on my waterline. Same thing with the one I've been trying it on my waterline. It doesn't work as well as the Colourpop one, but it still is very good. It's a really nice minty color. So yeah, really pretty for like an inner corner or bottom lash color. Oh, didn't even realize it had that in there. It has a little sponge tip, which is, I guess, nice. But yeah, I've been using this one a lot, and I really do like this. It's a really nice, like, kind of like more warm brown, kind of more reddish brown, which I really do like. So again, this will be one that will be continue to use in my collection. I will be putting this away with my single shadows. Let's talk about those really quick. I've been really using these for inner corner. I have the color here in Snowfall and Frosted. One has a blue undertone, one has more of like a greeny purple undertone, which is very pretty. They are very pretty. I have swatched these before in videos, so if you guys go back, you can find these. So TJ Maxx, I think, finds. I did find a whole pack of different shades from these glitters from Anastasia Beverly Hills at TJ Maxx for $7, so that was a really good steal, along with the full size of the glitter adhesive, which is good. But so these are really good. I do like these, but again, it's just something that I have to make an effort to reach for. I use them with the eye booster base from BH Cosmetics. I've been really enjoying that. I also have this Stila glitter in Kitten. This is not really what I thought it was going to be. It does give me something, but it's not enough for me to be like, oh, I'm so impressed by it. I did a one single eye look with just these two shadows. I did this all over all over my lid. I blended it out with a I kind of did like this. I blended it all over my eye like this. And then I added the Colourpop Ritz color on top. And this is basically just like a glitter. So it added just that extra sparkle. And I wore those to work one day. And everybody was like, I really love your eyeshadow and things like that. So I really like them. Again, they're just really kind of like products that I tend to use only in certain occasions. Or when I'm in the mood for that extra sparkly glitter eye look. So that's just another thing. I also have in here the BH Cosmetics Diamond Dazzler in Precious, and to be honest, you guys, I haven't reached for this shadow. It's like a glitter, kind of has a shift of green. It is really pretty and really unique, but I haven't reached for it enough to just get, you know, move it away from the drawer. So I will keep this in here. Let's talk about concealers, because I kind of skipped over that. So I have 3 concealers. One is starting to go off, and I can smell it because it's starting to get a weird blue cheese smell. If you guys have this concealer, let me know if you guys have that smell. This is the Cosas Brightening Concealer, and I have mine in 3.5. It's a little bit tricky to work with. It just has a weird blue cheese stank, so I'm trying to use it up. It's not even that old in my collection, so I will keep that in here as well. I know it looks weird, like I'm keeping a lot of products in here, but I do want to make it a point to use those, you guys, because I know that they need to get love. So those are those. I also have the Milani, which honestly, I see this being an empty pretty soon. I cannot really get enough much product from this. I don't know what's going on. I'm going through all of my concealers like at the same time. I don't know if it's because I acquired them all at the same time, but this is pretty soon an empty, along with a bunch of product pan empties that I have. So I see myself with at least 3 concealer empties coming up pretty soon. So it still has a little tiny bit in there. I'm still scraping it and things like that. You can see me scraping the edges there, but it is a really good concealer. I would repurchase this in a heartbeat. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I really love the products. You can see a lot of their products for me are staples, and I really do see these being like really, really, like honestly, I'm a regular consumer, you guys. I don't bullshit you. I only have 100 subscribers, like 100 and something subscribers. So Milani products, don't sleep on them because they are really good. This is newer to me. I've had this for a while. I've had this for a while. Finally finishing this up. I really do love this. I have natural creases, natural lines on my eyes. I have those here, right here. They don't go away no matter what I do. So this Milani concealer is just perfect for my eyes, and I really do love this. The Naked Stay Naked, same thing. We're kind of getting low there. I see myself finishing this up. So honestly, I see a total of 4 concealers being finished here up at the end of the summer, which is good. It means that I'm going through my products. I haven't really purchased any new concealers. I did purchase the Rare Beauty one, but I returned it. I didn't like it. So yeah, I do see myself maybe eyeing a new concealer if something new just come out. For now, I haven't seen any new releases. Then again, I haven't really been keeping up with the releases or anything like that. So maybe that's a video I should be doing soon because I haven't been kind of staying away from the social media makeup world for a while because I just felt really overwhelmed, to be honest. So yeah, I see 4 concealers being done at the end of the summer, especially these 2 coming up really soon, but I do really like these concealers. What else do I have here? I have some mascaras that I just have all of these open, which is ridiculous. And then I have some more eyeliners I'll talk about really quick because this drawer is just never ending, unfortunately. I have all my eye primers. I have my Nars, my Anastasia eyeshadow base, my primer potion from Urban Decay. I also have my Milani. These just stay in here. You guys know that. You've seen those. And I have some glitter or lash glue here because I've been wearing a lot of lashes. Anyways, I have the Cosmetics Pick Me Up Mascara, which is really good for lengthening. It is a tubing mascara, so if you guys have been looking for a tubing mascara, it's pretty pricey, but I do really like this one. I also have the You Better Work Length Definition, which is a dupe for this mascara. If you guys want a different, it's not tubing necessarily. It's not a tubing mascara necessarily, but it is a pretty good dupe for the Pick Me Up from Cosmetics. Nars, I love. It's my holy grail mascara. The Volume and Curl I've been really enjoying as well. And the Sky High Lash Sensational Maybelline. I have mine in the shade Velvet, very black. It's really good. I really do like this. I just wish the wand was more sturdy because it is really wiggly. It's a really like wiggly wand, so I just wish the one was a little bit more sturdy, but I do really like this one. All right, eyeliners that I have in here, the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Liner. I've been really enjoying this one. My husband actually bought this one for me. And the Araceli Ojos Perfectos Cafe liner, I've been really enjoying. My liners from Pixi, I have been really enjoying. I have the Silky Eye Pens. This one's really getting down there. This is Black Noir, and I have Deep Plum, which I've really been enjoying. Really pretty eyeliners. They do last all day on the waterline for me. The Bobbi Brown Black Ink Longwear Gel Eyeliner. I need to get more use of this. I've been using it with my eyeliner pencil. It's just something that needs to get used, so I will be leaving this in here. We're going to go into my drawers, look at products, and rotate these products. So let's get to my drawers, I should say. Alright, so here we are where all my foundations, all of my primers, my sponges. I'm just going to grab a couple of sponges here. Just a couple to put in there. I've been wanting to I did declutter. You will see a declutter video. I did declutter again. Just really quickly, kind of because I was super overwhelmed. So you guys will see a declutter soon. Excuse my big thighs. I am a plus size person, so if you don't like that, just stay away from my channel. I am a plus size bigger girl, so if you don't mind seeing my chubbiness, just get out of here. I don't need the negative comments. So anyways, I want to reach for my e.l.f. This is the Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. Obviously, we're in summer, you know, it's getting warm, so I need the coverage. I also was missing the Peter Thomas Rat Skin to Die For. So these will be the products that I will be holding for primer. For powder products, I think I want to reach for my Pat McGrath Under Eye Powders. I just need to reach for these, so I will be pulling the Pat McGrath Under Eye Powders. And I want to use I want to try this concealer again. This is the Bare Minerals Concealer in Well Rested. I can use it as a setting powder as well. I've seen Jasmine here on YouTube do that. So I want to do that and try it out a little bit more. But I need to pull a concealer. So I think I'm going to pull... I don't know, because I haven't... Honestly, I'm not really loving any of these concealers that are in here. I have a Pat McGrath. This is supposed to be for my eyebrows. But I have it in here because I've been using it for my under eyes as well. So I'm going to pull the Pat McGrath one. And I think that's going to be it because I do have the Bare Minerals Well Rested powder. So these are the ones that I have, and I'm not really loving these concealers from my collection. The Hourglass I do really like, but I think it's more of a winter shade for me. Same thing with the Benefit Bling. They're just really light. I think I'll just go ahead and use the CoverGirl since it's here as well. Powders, I'm going to pull my Milk Makeup Blur and Set powder. This is the Translucent Light Milk Makeup Blur and Set Matte Loose Setting Powder. So I want to pull this one. For foundations, I think I want to use the Natasha Transfer Matte. This is also in my chopping block for this month of May. And I'm also going to be pulling my Purito Cica Clearing BB Cream. These will be the ones that I pull. So I don't really have like a new... Oh, I've also been neglecting this powder. This is my number 7. This is the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Light Finishing Powder. I think I'll leave this for the next rotation. This is something that I will try to make a point to use my next rotation. Any foundations that are drugstore that I want to use? I don't think so. I have the BB creams in there. I think I'm just going to stick to those two. So let's go ahead and move into eyeshadow palettes. Alright, so here I have my eyeshadow palette drawer. I have 2 eyeshadow palette drawers, and I've been wanting to reach for the Wine and Only palette from Colourpop. This is a new palette to me. I really want to use this palette, so I'm going to pull this palette. This is the Colourpop Wine and Only palette. I really want to use this one this rotation, as well as the... I think I'll use these two. These are the 2 little 5 pans that I picked up. I do want to do a video on these. I have the one in Statement Piece and Cashmere Forever, so I will pull these as well. And then I'll do an older palette since we're already doing new ones. I want to do like more neutrals, so let's go into this drawer here. I think I'm going to pull this palette. This is the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde. I want to get more use of this as well. And obviously we're around that time where the Mercury Retrograde again will be here. This is a last year palette. I want to use this one as well, and I think I'll pull one more just to be safe, like a more neutral palette. So I think I'm going to go for my, oh, which one? I think I'll go with the Naked Honey. I haven't reached for this one in a while. This is the Naked Urban Decay Honey palette. I will be reaching for this one as well. And in case I want to do like a kind of yellow look for the summer, I kind of have that yellow there. So yeah, I'll pull these two. We're going to go into my face drawer. Alright, so we are in my face drawer, like face products. I did, like I said, do a declutter so you guys will see. So here I have bronzers, blushes, highlighters, face palettes, and all of my cream products. It's a lot better. I honestly feel a lot more comfortable with how this is. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a couple things here that I have in this drawer here. So let's talk about it. So obviously you guys know I have these products in here. I have some newer ones. I have the Patrick Ta. This is the, I know mine looks disgusting. This is the Patrick Ta She Sculpted Cream Contour and Powder Duo, and I do want to pull this one because it is new and I want to use it. Of course, I love using new products. I will pull this for my bronzer product, but I also want to pull the Western Atelier Biscuit highlighter, or bronzer, I'm sorry, contour, because I really have been enjoying the foundation, so I want to use more of the products. I was planning on purchasing some blushes, but I really honestly love my nude sticks, so with my nude sticks, I think I'm good. So I'm going to pull this one from Western Atelier. I'm also going to pull the Janessa Myricks. This is the Dew Wet Morning Dew Highlighting Facial Balm. This is just a really unique product in my collection. To be honest, this is one that I've been really enjoying. It's like a dewy product, but it's kind of more of a glow on your skin. It doesn't feel like super sticky or oily. It just gives a nice glow, like a natural dew. So I really want to use this one. For blush, let's see here. I also kind of want to pull my Take Home the Bronze. I don't get enough. This does not get enough love for me. I know Paulina Beauty here on YouTube loves this. She's gone through like a couple of these. I just cannot seem to get this to work for me. I don't know what it is. I feel like I don't blend it out enough and it looks patchy, to be honest. Like I said, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not professional, but that's just how I feel it works for me. So I'm going to pull this as well. And I also want to pull, I know Nars is coming out with a face palette, so I also want to pull my Nars face palette out. Let's just have a highlighter in here, so that'll do. This is the Nars Exposed Cheek Palette, and I got this one a couple years holiday, and I want to use this. It has the Creme Gelée baked products, and it has that highlighter, and I want to use this palette and make it a point to use a lot of these different colors. I did declutter my Jouer and my Benefit palettes. I do still have them. I will be keeping them for makeup purposes, like when I do makeup on others, but they're not going to be in my collection personally. They're going to be in a bag where I keep like makeup when I do for like family members. If I like for example, I just did my niece's graduation makeup and things like that. I do see some future makeup things coming to my door, which I'm really grateful for. So I want to pull this and use these for myself personally more and just test them out a little bit more. And I also want to use my where is it, Merit blushes. I know it's a lot, but I want to make it a point to use these. This is Cheeky and this is Terracotta, especially because these fade out so nicely. I did get rid of the Rare Beauty one. You guys don't see it in my collection anymore because it just does not work for me. These last a lot longer and they fade away much nicer than the Rare Beauty one, so I will pull these as well. Alright, I think that's it for this drawer. I don't have anything else to pull unless I pull a different highlighter. But I think, like I said, the Nars has a palette, and I'm also testing. I've been using this one a lot. This is the Nikkie Tutorials highlighter trio that's in my monthly. I've been using these two mixed together, and I just really love how they look on my skin. So, again, I'm not going to pull any new highlighters right now for my collection. So let's just go ahead and go into the drawer. We'll pick out some single shadows, and we'll talk about that. And yeah, let's get into that. Alright, so we're looking at my single shadows. I'm going to go ahead and put all the ones that I used back. So, like the Stila one, I'll put back. These singles from Anastasia Beverly Hills I'll put back. My Colourpop one, the eye booster, and the pens, like the pencils, I'll put over here. So again, I don't have a lot of like colorful eyeshadow looks this rotation, but I do have some more like berry tones. So I do want to pull my Rare Beauty, this is the Rare Beauty Nearly Mauve Liquid Eyeshadow. I want to pull this, as well as my High Roller Tattoo High Roller Color from Maybelline. This is just one that reminds me of, it's like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Oyster, which used to be Marie Antoinette, I believe. So I want to pull this one as well, and I also will pull my MAC Single Shadow in the color P for Pink. I want to use this with the One and Only palette, so I'll pull this as well. I don't see anything else being pulled as far as glitters. I don't really use these glitters from Colourpop. I have Anomaly and Do I Look Like I Care, but I have used these on my kids' hairs for like when they have things for school, so I will keep these in here. Let's see, I have Profusion glitter, which I don't want to use right now. I did also, I'll talk about it when I go to my recap, but I did pull another shadow exchange palette for another one, so I'll talk about that. So yeah, basically that's all that I have in this picked for this rotation for single shadows. I don't really see myself wanting to pull anything new, to be honest. So yeah, let's go ahead and go into my final product update talk, whatever we do. So the rotation, basically products that were chosen. Alright, so this is my drawer that I usually put my products in. So we're going to do basically from start to finish. So I picked out, obviously, sponges. I have my e.l.f. sponges that I have in here, and I have my AOA sponge. These stay in here. I also have my primers. So I have the e.l.f. Mint Melts Cooling Face Primer and the Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For Primer. I have my Milk Makeup Blur and Set, as well as my Pat McGrath under eye powders. These are the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfecting Blurred Under Eye Powders. I have two foundations, which is the Natasha Denona Transfer Matte Pore Vanishing Matte Foundation and the Purito Cica Clear and BB Cream in Sand Beige. I have three concealers, the Bare Minerals Concealer Powder in Well Rested, as well as the True Blend Undercover CoverGirl Concealer in M150 and the Pat McGrath Labs in LM8. So, let's talk about the palette that I switched out for, you know, this rotation. So I ended up switching the Mercury Retrograde for my Natasha Denona Gold palette. I've been wanting to use this palette. I see a lot of pretty looks on Natasha Denona's website recently with this palette, so I want to use this palette this rotation, and it gives me the neutral options as well, working with the Naked Honey palette that I also pulled. So I pulled this one, like I said, and I also pulled the Naked Honey, which I think will go really nicely together. I just think these two work really nice together, and I want to pull them together and use them, so I will do that. I also have the two minis from Colourpop, the Statement Piece, which is the coral one, and the Cashmere Forever, which is the purple. You will see a video with me using the purple one. I have the eye look completed on my eyes, but to be honest, I prefer the coral one. I don't really like this shade here in particular. I really want it to be prettier. It's just really flaky, and it kind of just goes all over your face, but I do really enjoy that. The Color Story, the One and Only Colourpop palette I want to use and, you know, do some looks with, so that's a one that I'm really excited for. To be honest, however, if I'm talking honesty right now, I think these shades look really, really similar. There's not much of a difference, maybe when you swatch them or maybe when you use them, but let's see here. So, yeah. I mean, other than the fact that this one looks a little bit more red or more burgundy, there's not much of a difference. So that's a bit of a bummer. I was hoping that I'd have a little bit more of like a, you know, definition as far as like the color goes, but they look really, really similar. And so do these two. These look really similar as well. Well, actually, no, they're different. They're much different, but still, I wish that these three had a little bit more. And I wish this was just a matte because it has a little bit of the glitter in it. But yeah, we're going to use this one this month and see how it goes. All right, face products. Let's talk about that. So I pulled my Patrick Ta She's Sculpted Cream and Powder Bronzer Duo. So I'll be using this one as well as my Westman Atelier Contour Face Trace Contour Stick and Biscuit. I want to use this a lot more. I also have my Merit Blushes. I have Terracotta and Cheeky. So I'll go ahead and show you guys these. They're very pretty, and they fade away really nicely. They don't fade away horribly like the Rare Beauty Blush did on me. They actually do fade away really nicely, and they look really nice with the skin. They look really natural. So this is Cheeky, and this is Terracotta. Really pretty colors on my skin. I really do like these. So I also pulled the Nars Palette in Exposed. Like I mentioned, I want to use these shades more and get more use of this highlighter as well, and just work with these cream to powder, or I'm sorry, baked gelée. They're really creamy and really pretty on the skin, so I want to use this more. And I pulled the Take Home the bronzing powder just in case. Like I said, I've been more into more powders, so I kind of did a mix of both, and I want to use this on its own a little bit more and test it out more and see if I do really love it. If I keep wanting to declutter it, but then I bring it back in. No matter what I do, I keep bringing it back in. So Paulina Beauty, if you watch this video, just give me some tips, girl, because I cannot, I don't know, I just feel like I don't blend this well enough in my skin. And maybe it could just be the shade. I have the shade Oliver, and I feel like for my light to medium complexion it works, but I just don't know what it is about it. I just don't like how it looks. Could just be very personal, but again, if you guys have any tips, let me know. I usually use a very fluffy brush with this powder bronzer. And of course, the Danessa Myricks Beauty Morning Dew Duet Balm. This is the highlighter facial balm. And it's just a product that I'm really, really unique in my collection, and I really am happy that it's in my collection. Now I have those shadows all over in it, but it's just like a really nice dewy balm. Kind of gives me like a dewy finish, which again, I really do like. So yeah, I'm really excited to work with this product and use it up more in my collection. So yeah, those are the products that are in my rotation. And of course, the single shadows, I have the Rare Beauty, the MAC Paper Pink, and the Color Tattoo Studio, which I think will work really nicely in this rotation. Again, you guys will see some older videos. I hope you guys do not mind. And yeah, just hope you guys have a good day, night, wherever you guys are, whenever you see this video. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys enjoy these kind of videos. I know most of the people on my channel do enjoy these videos, that's why they're subscribed, and I really do appreciate you guys subscribing. I do see a video giveaway coming soon, so just stay tuned for that if that's something you guys are interested in. So yeah, without further ado, I hope you guys have a good day, night, wherever you guys are, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.